Well, this has been a good camera to shoot this with, I can say that. Not only is it really good quality, does it kind of match the F800, which for my money is maybe the best kind of ENG FP dock camera that's ever been made. But the fact that this is a very small form factor, it's an easy camera to run around with, it's very, very lightweight. Even with the wide angle lens on here, it's pretty light. And the fact that it shoots 50 megabits and it shoots in the same codec that, you know, the 50 megabit kind of XDCam HD codec makes this super easy to match and to edit with very, very quickly, which in this case is important to me. I'm actually shooting this, me and Jamie Roy are shooting this over a period of a couple of days, and then I'm editing the very, very next day, and I have a presentation to give just a couple of days after that. So with this type of camera and the workflow that's in it, that's not a very difficult thing to do. Shooting file-based is just such a great thing, and I've been doing it for a bunch of years now. But shooting file-based in one of the codecs that's offered in this makes life really, really easy when it comes to post. So if you're doing anything that's time sensitive, particularly being able to just take these files and not have to do a bunch of transcoding or anything, drop them right into your NLE, Final Cut, Vegas, Avid, Adobe Premiere, whatever it may be, it makes for really, really fast work. And fast is good. You know, the faster you can work, the more time you have to be creative and do other things. If I can do a shoot in 10 minutes, it would normally take 20. That means I got 10 more minutes to go do cool stuff, to do more coverage or to do whatever. And same applies in editing. You know, if I have less transcoding to do, less things to fiddle with in post, that means I have more time to do the edit and to tweak shots and to do color correction. So the whole thing about shooting with this camera, from capture to post, it allows you to do stuff that's very, very high quality and to do it very quickly. A couple other things that I have enjoyed about this camera, because this is so small and because it is so lightweight, but because it is also so high quality, I can do stuff with this camera that I might in other cases have opted to go with a bigger camera, bigger sensors, maybe like an F800 or something like that. But this is a camera that's small and light enough that you can climb a 75-foot fireman's ladder and get nice shots. You can take it in a hot air balloon and hand hold it and get all kind of cool stuff. You can take it in a small Robinson R44 helicopter and shoot handheld aerials with it. It's just a very, very easy camera to transport or shoot with. The small size and weight of this camera, another great addition to it, is that you can easily carry this camera with you when you travel on an airplane. It'll easily fit into the overhead. And when I travel, I like to make sure my camera is physically with me. I don't like to check it, because if I get to my location and the airline lost my camera, I'm done. We can't work, we can't shoot. But this camera, it's guaranteed to always be with me. And I like that a lot. That's a huge thing. So it's like having an F800 that you can carry in one hand, kind of. Well, the F800 has a great place too. It's a fantastic camera. One of the differences between this camera and the EX1 and the EX3, which are fantastic cameras in their own right, is that this camera will shoot 50 megabits, whereas the others will shoot a maximum of 35. Why is that important? Because there are some networks who absolutely will not accept 35 megabits. I mean, I'm not here to cast judgments on why those engineers say that, because 35 megabits looks fantastic from the Sony cameras. But the truth is that you really need to be shooting 50 megabits to be guaranteed that every single network on the planet will accept your footage. This camera will do that. A couple other cool things about this camera: the EX1 and EX3, fantastic cameras. They do shoot 1440 by 1080 versus 1920 by 1080. Those are 420 color space. This is 422 color space. So you do have a little bit more horsepower to play with when it comes to post-production. This camera is a full-on, very high-end professional broadcast camera. It just is small and light and not terribly expensive.